Welcome to another video tutorial for Introduction to Solid Modeling. In this video we're going to cover how to create two-dimensional sketches. First thing we need to do is open a new part file. To do that we will select File, New, and make sure that the part file is selected, and then we'll hit OK. This will open a new part file. You can see there's no features in the tree. Our graphics area is blank. This is just showing you that this is what a new part file will look like when it's opened. Sketches have to be created on either a plane or a surface of an already extruded part. In our case, we don't have any extrusions, so we will have to sketch on a plane. First thing to do when you start a sketch is to click over to the Sketch tab in the Command Manager. So that can be done by just clicking on Sketch. That'll open up all these tools we have to make the shape of the sketch we want. So go to the top left corner and click on Sketch. You can see that we get this message saying select the plane on which to create a sketch. We will select the front plane for this video, but you can select either of these other two. You do that by just hovering over the plane you wish to sketch on and clicking. Next we can use any of these built-in tools that Solidworks has: line, circle, spline, center rectangle, and some of these other ones that are less common but do definitely have their advantages in their own applications. For example, if I wanted to sketch a circle, I would select circle, and when I click, that dictates where the center of the circle is going to be. And as I move my cursor out, that is giving a rough approximation of what I want the radius to be. So we'll just kind of set it close to 1 1/4, and then later I can come back and give this circle a dimension. Let's say I wanted to sketch a rectangle. There are two main types of rectangles that you can use. You have the corner rectangle and the center rectangle are the two I use most commonly. The main difference is for the corner rectangle, you select where one of the corners will be, and then as you move your cursor, that is where the other corner of the rectangle will be located. Whereas the center rectangle, that is more how the circle, the same mechanics as the circle, where you select the middle of the rectangle, and as you move your cursor, you are kind of setting the ratio for the rectangle. Let's say I have a profile that's not really any of these standard shapes, something like maybe a triangle, or we'll start with the triangle. I can select the line tool, and by clicking I just start a line, and I can move my cursor to give that line a length, and when I click again, that's the end point. But it will automatically keep me in the sketch, and I can just drag again and select where I want the next endpoint, and then if I wanted to connect this, I can move it back up to where it started the first time and click again. You can see that it now is no longer giving this automatic line, but if you do want to do something kind of combining two shapes, and you get into a point where you're sketching with the line tool and you want to be done with it, you don't want this automatic line popping up anymore, you can just hit escape, and now we don't have that tool selected anymore. I hope this gave you a pretty basic understanding of the mechanics of sketching. In future videos, we'll discuss how to give these sketches dimensions and to position them in the display area, but this should give you a good idea of how to get started. Thanks.